Hey everybody, this is Rob,
And I'm Lori Marie Jenkins.
and we are both artists in Costa Rica,
Yeah, Platonio, Costa Rica.
and we have moved to Costa Rica.
We have moved to Costa Rica. So the name of our channel is Rob and Lori Marie are moving to Costa Rica.
Yeah,
And we can't change that. So
Right.
we're just going to leave it as is. But yes, we have moved to Costa Rica.
Yeah.
So what a week. We have lots to tell you.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot's happened since our last video.
Yeah, so today's Friday, and I think our last video was last Friday.
The day before we flew to Costa Rica. Yeah.
Ah,
Wow.
yeah. So I do have a bit of a video that will show you some things that happened in transit. You can watch that after this one if you would like. I'm not going to connect the two of them because it's going to be a long enough video today to tell you exactly what's been going on for the last week. So,
yeah.
All right, so starting last Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
Yeah. Saturday we packed up what little stuff we had. We had friends take us to the airport, and I have to tell you, the experience of flying with the dog and with all of our tote bins and everything could not have been smoother. I feel so grateful that it worked out as well as it did.
So just as a reminder, we're traveling with 6 bins, the big, large black and yellow bins, 6 of those, 2 large suitcases, 3 carry-ons, because I'm counting your camera cases.
Right.
And the dog.
Yeah.
So we got there, Mike and Laura took us to the airport.
Yay!
Yay, thank you to you two for doing that. And we went up to the Sky Caps first.
Right.
And they don't do international travel.
Yeah.
So he helped us into the airport, and they weighed our stuff, and everything was overweight.
Yep.
And we didn't care.
Yeah. We knew it was going to be very expensive to take the totes on the plane. And the totes are, from my measurements, 1 inch oversized for what Delta allows. They did not have a problem with that. Those totes we had brought down in March, brought them again, no problem. The problem was the weight. And there was no way to make them lighter because they were all super well packed and zip tied shut, so I couldn't move things around. You know, everything was kind of organized as best it could be with what we were bringing.
And we were okay with that.
Yeah.
And we had all of the paperwork for Hudson. There was a last minute glitch. They had spelled my name incorrectly. So was it Friday we went back up to Dixon?
Yep, Friday.
Friday we scooted back up to Dixon. There's a dragonfly in here. We scooted back up to Dixon and got the correct paperwork, and the little gal at the counter at Delta looked at the paperwork. I don't think she had a clue as to what was going on. She kind of looked at it, and she says, well, does he have his shots? Does he have his rabies things? And Rob's like, yeah, it's right there on the next page. She looked at it. Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows?
And that was the last time those papers got looked at. So
Yep.
they did not look at them in Costa Rica.
They didn't check
at
in Costa
all.
Rica.
No.
Hudson was with us in the airport. He's a small dog, so he was able to go in the cabin with us in his little carrier. Very easy. I know it can be really difficult with big dogs and really expensive, and some airlines don't ship them all the time. Like some colder and warmer months, they won't ship dogs. So we're grateful that happened.
So that's something that you need to remember is in hot weather they don't even take the dogs.
Yeah, because they can't be sitting
too hot
in the plane.
Yeah, so that is something to remember.
Yep. And so, just to let you guys know, though, the cost of bringing our totes down was over $1,500. Because, and this is Delta, I highly recommend. It's the nature of the beast. They don't have any free baggage. As you have more and more bags, it gets more expensive. And then if each one of our bags and each one of our totes was more than 50 pounds, you pay $100 extra. One of them was 72 pounds. So that's like the third tier of And we knew it was going to be like that, and we just sucked it up as part of our moving expenses.
Exactly.
Yep.
So then we flew Delta to Atlanta. Had a little bit of a layover in Atlanta. Walked the dog, put him in the Snuggly. Got back on the plane, and then we flew to San Jose.
Yep.
And we were greeted by our shuttle driver.
Well, before that.
Okay, you go.
So when we got off the plane, we had to get in line for immigration. You go through immigration first, and then you go pick up your luggage, and then you go through customs. And we were sort of close to the front of the plane, so we rushed as fast as we could to get to the front of the line, because it can take a long time. And we wanted Hudson to be able to go out and go to the bathroom, blah, blah, blah. So,
And we were not at the front of the line.
no, but the line was 4 times as long shortly after we arrived.
It was.
They often have a lot of flights coming in at once, and so you guys are just waiting. You're on Costa Rican time. Don't worry about it. But if you can hustle to get to immigration, then it's just less time. And then immigration was a snap. So he didn't ask about the dog, any paperwork about that. Just wanted to make sure we have a return ticket, and which we did. And then, it was just right through. After immigration, you go and you pick up your luggage, and then you have to take all of your luggage through customs. And we had heard from other people that one of the easiest ways to do that was to grab 1 or 2 of the green-shirted guys, which we did.
They're awesome.
They're great. They're just working for tips, so that was, we gave him a nice tip. He got all 6 of our big totes and the suitcases on one of their big rolling carts.
And one thing about, one thing about Costa Rica that we have found anyway, is what's it called? The conveyor belt that the luggage goes around when it comes off the plane. You don't get your own luggage off. They take all the luggage off and they line it up between the different conveyor belts.
Yep.
So like he said, the green-shirted guys were awesome. They loaded it up. Then we scooted out of the airport, right?
Yeah. Customs, they didn't check a single thing.
Oh, it all went through.
Yep.
You know, the X-ray machines and stuff like that. Nothing was a glitch there at all. They just pushed everything through. We went out of the airport. Once you leave the airport, you can't go back in. So we were careful to get everything done before we left the airport. And then Alexander was waiting for us outside the airport with a little sign that said Rob and Lori Marie Jenkins, the green-shirted guy, and Alexander and Rob went to the shuttle to the van and got everything in the van. So
a little tight, but it worked.
And we're how many hours from the airport?
It was probably a 3.5 hour drive. We stopped for coffee after about 20 minutes, which was awesome. Just a little breather, stretch our legs, got some coffee, hit the road. And if you don't know, Costa Rican coffee is fantastic, some of the best in the world. We've been enjoying it every day.
Cheers.
One of the great pluses of being here, and there are many.
Yes. So I guess that is the big portion of the past week.
That's getting here. That's after all the work that we did in the States, selling everything we owned, and working for months on our residency paperwork and all of that.
Very, very smooth.
Yeah.
Very, very smooth. So then we arrived here in Platonio and stayed a couple of nights in the caravan or the trailer. And now we're in the big house, and our to-do list is pretty simple every day. Yep. We're renting here for a few months, and we really like this area. It's near Dominical on the Pacific coast, so it's considered the southern zone. Platonio is a little bit higher in elevation, so a little bit cooler, although it's still, up in the 80s every day. It's a little cooler now. It rained a little earlier, and so it's beautiful. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful. And we arrived here at the sort of the beginning of the rainy season is May, and we've had some really, really great thunderstorms already. And so in those times we just kind of hunker down. Dogs are not bothered too much by the thunder and lightning.
and we're just in paradise.
Yep.
It's wonderful.
Hudson does have a friend here,
Yep.
Mowgli.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have a video of him yet. If not, I will get one to you. They got along right from the beginning, really.
Yeah.
Hudson growled a little bit, and Mowgli didn't care. So they've gotten along well. We walk the dogs every day. I get to swim every day. Tell them about today. Today was a big day.
Oh, today was good. Today was good. Well, we finally found our yoga mats, and so we got to do some yoga today, which was awesome. And a little dog walk, and then we went to San Isidro, do some shopping. They have a really nice farmers market on Thursdays and Fridays. So we couldn't go yesterday because of other things happening. But we went to the market today, got a pile of fresh fruit and veg, and that was wonderful. So on Friday, they don't have as big a selection at the farmers market, but you get better deals because they don't want to take anything home.
So let's tell them what we got.
Oh, okay. So we got lettuce, cucumbers, mangoes, papayas, bananas, both yellow and green for now and later. Avocados, huge avocados.
Beautiful avocados. I've already eaten half of one.
Yeah.
Tomatoes.
Oh, we got tomatoes. Nice tomatoes. It's tomato season. There's lots of potatoes, tomatoes, onions everywhere you go.
Yeah, they must really be in season right now because they were everywhere.
Yeah, there's fresh fruit and veggie stands all over the place, roadsides everywhere. The market was really fun, though.
It was.
Yeah, a lot of other things. They've got local honey, and there was a guy selling books, and
Pescado, fish.
Yep, fish market.
Beef.
Carniceria.
We didn't buy anything there. There was a place to buy cheese.
Yep, local cheese.
Mm-hmm.
There's a pretty famous cheesemaker. I think it's a Swiss family or something like that, but they've got a big cheese making place.
Do they make Swiss cheese? Sorry.
We're not having fun at all.
And then, after we left the fruit market, or the farmer's market, we walked around town a little bit. That
Yep.
was fun.
Yep.
Got to see a thrift store, lots of Zapato stores,
Mhm.
shoe stores. Yeah, just a little bit of everything, so that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Didn't want to leave the stuff in the car for too long because it gets pretty hot in the car.
Right, it was ripe enough, some of it.
And yeah, the bananas. They were peeling themselves.
Yeah.
But then we went to
Walmart.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Someplace that we'd never shop. We'd never shop at Walmart in the States.
No.
But that's where they do their big shopping here. So when in Rome, do as the Romans do, and we did.
Yeah, it's a convenience issue for one thing. They own a lot of things around here. Well, the corporation apparently, but they've got good covered parking. And we just had a little bit of a laundry list of cleaning supplies and food supplies. And so we're stocking up. We're trying not to be away from the rental here too much, so the dogs are not left alone.
Right.
And there's just it's a great place to be. So
I needed a new broom.
yes, and we got a new press pot, French press.
Oh yeah, those are two very, very important things. Forget the food. We needed a new broom. The brooms here are very, very sturdy, stiff, and I just wanted a gentle broom so that I could sweep the floors easier. And yeah, the press pot made pretty chewy coffee, so we got a new press pot. So
Yeah.
that was that. We are in a living space right now that is open.
Yeah.
So it has 3 walls, and then that section is all open. And yesterday, Rob was laying in the hammock and watching 3 or 4.
Yeah, at least 4 toucans playing in the trees for about at least a half an hour.
Yeah.
It's just so amazing there. The wildlife around here. Where we are, there's not a lot of monkeys, and some of the other wildlife that you'll find in the lower areas, coastal areas, more humid. A lot of birds up here though, and it's just it's really nice.
We are renting a car for a month. So we will be looking, and we'll drag you along with us, of course. We're going to be looking for a car to purchase. And what else? Anything else?
I don't know.
The trip here, the life here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the fingerprint day.
Oh yeah. Again, really smooth.
Tuesday morning, about 5:30, I guess.
Yep.
We scooted out and went to San Jose. Thank God for GPS. That makes
Yep.
things so smooth. And we got there again. We got there early.
Yeah.
We've heard horror stories about it taking all day, standing in line, blah, 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 blah. We got there early, no line at all.
Nope. First in line.
First in line.
Yeah.
And they took our paperwork. And tell them about the juice guy.
Oh yeah, there's this guy who rolls up in his little cart every morning. This is at the fingerprint place in San Jose, and he's got a little cart and he makes fresh squeezed orange juice.
Yep.
Just got literally a shopping cart full of oranges and a little press, and he just does it glass by glass by glass, and he's got a line. And so we got, while we're waiting, we got fresh squeezed orange juice.
It was delicious.
It was delicious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, things have been really smooth in so many respects, and there's a lot of things that I have worried about. How is this going to work? Is this going to work? Timing and all that, and it's been very smooth. So
when we went to get our fingerprints done, like you said, we had our juice, which held us over. Our attorney
yep.
showed up with some more paperwork.
Yeah,
one
they had
for
the official paperwork.
Yeah, one for Rob, gave them to us. They took us right in. We were in separate little cubicles, I'll say. And Rob was in one, and then I was over here. And she actually took pictures of my arm tattoos, which I thought was interesting. So I asked Rob if he had his tattoos photographed, and he didn't.
Nope.
So I don't know why the difference. But then after that, walked around the corner a little bit. There's this big pad of ink. She rolls the ink out, fingerprints on the paper. That was it.
Yeah, we are in the process of getting residency here as pensionados. And so that is based on Memory Social Security. And so we are basically retirees. And the fingerprinting was the last official thing that we've had to do to get residency. And now it's just working its way through the system. No idea how long it'll take. Could be months, could be less, could be more. And so the fingerprinting here in Costa Rica has to happen, and we tried to get it done in March in San Isidro. Couldn't get an appointment, so this was good because everything is time sensitive in this process, and our paperwork would have expired a week after we got our fingerprints, week and a half maybe. So
yeah, but we did it.
Yep, we did it, and now we're just waiting to see the results and become Costa Rican residents.
Right, now that's not citizenship. We had somebody write in the comment, is it a citizenship? No, it's not a citizenship. It's a,
no.
Oh, turkeys are back. We tried to do this a little while ago and they were so noisy, it's just like, yeah, that's not going to happen. So they've been quiet, so now it sounds like they're coming back. But sounds of the jungle.
But if you guys have any questions
Yes.
about what we have done, what we're doing now, if you have any comments, anything like that, we'd love to hear from you. We've gotten such amazing feedback from people who have already done this journey, people who are thinking about it, people who are inspired by us, like we were inspired by other people, even ones we saw on YouTube. It's great. So if you like what you're hearing, subscribe. You're going to see more of us from Costa Rica.
Yes.
Hopefully take you through some of the adventures, like we said, buying a house, buying a car,
Right.
Whatever, walking around town, things
Yeah.
like that. So
Yeah.
you can just see the difference in quality of life, maybe.
You'll see what life is like in Costa Rica.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
For an average person, for a couple of artists,
yeah.
which is kind of fun.
That's us.
That's us.
Yeah, trying to just sort of become part of the community.
Yep.
That's a good thing. That's a very important thing.
Yeah, it is.
And, is it good?
I think that's it.
All right.
Lots of news today.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, and then after this, I will post some little events that have happened that I took a moment and videotaped. So
Bonus video.
bonus video.
Stay tuned.
Good idea.
Thanks everybody for your time. Sorry if this was too long.
I don't think it was too long. I think it was
No.
very newsy.
Yeah, good stuff. Good
I
stuff.
really do. I mean, it's been a week, right?
Right?
A life-altering week.
More coming. Send us your questions.
All right, thanks again for joining us. Adios.
Ciao.